numero 4. Maybe I'll upload these during the week. Well, today is the 3rd of August and it's a Sunday. It's 8:45 and I'm bringing Tuco for a quick walk because Flo wants to leave early to get to Avignon for a meeting at 11 and then on to see Isabel for a few days, back Friday. So it's kind of worked out well in terms of me getting up because I have to go to either Carrefour or Intermarché. Probably go to Carrefour to get some things for the weekend, for the week. And it's kind of good that I'm up bright and early. I don't have to wait for Flo to go and then hope that I get up on time and have to rush to get the car before. I'm going to have plenty of time. And so this is it. This is the day I've been waiting for a while, you know. I think Tuco's having a poo. That's good. That's what we want to go. And I am full of air. And we've got 2 kittens now. We got rid of 2 last night. The grey one and another one. A grey one and the little female one. So now we've got a black boy and a black girl. Which is going to be a lot easier to handle, and there's nobody calling tonight. So yeah, this is going to be a few days on my own. And let's see what state of mind I can get into. It's funny with these things, you expect some kind of exaltation to hit you. Which, by the way, seemed to really happen yesterday when I was walking. I was listening to Mike Oldfield, Earth Moving, and it really got me going. I was imagining being in the air on the stage that I saw the other day. Always the same kind of thing with me, you know. I'm this kind of singer who transforms the energy. It's what I would have liked to have been, I guess, in the perfect world. But it really got me going. It was I was amazed at how I was able to walk all the way home without any aches and pains and without any sense of feeling tired. And yet in the way in, I felt really tired and stiff and aching. It goes to show that phrase about the spirit is strong but the flesh is weak. It was really like that. Anyway, I can't talk too much because I have to bring Tuco back. Now this is not really going to be a long walk. What's it like today? A beautiful day as usual. It seems to be lovely and quiet out here. I was just saying you feel like some kind of exaltation on the day, but you don't. You don't feel any great difference. All the internal stuff is the same. That's the thing about these moments, you know. It's it's never quite what you expect. Poor Tuco, he's heading on in front. I think he really wants to go to the water, but we're not going that far. Tuco, I will sign off as well, because that's just wanted to make a recording of this moment, I suppose. 9 o'clock nearly, Saturday. Allez, Tuco, we're not going any further. Number 5 on the Phillips. Today is the 3rd of August. Flo's gone to Avignon and then on to her sister's place. I did a recording earlier on this morning, so right now it's 1 o'clock. This morning it was, I believe it was 9, 10, 11, 12, and I'm listening to tapes on my Panasonic, which is kind of standard fare when Flo's away. I don't know why. When I'm on my own, I tend to become that character in the Beckett play, Croft's Last Tape or whatever. I tend to want to listen to all my recordings. So I'm listening to a cassette tape which was recorded in 5th of January. I don't know what this recording was done on, but it's shit. The quality is desperate. Awful. I'm drinking the special martini that you can get now in the supermarket. It's not called martini. It's this alcohol-free martini. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Rigogola or something. I don't know what it's called. I've got Luna asleep on the mat here. And the 2 cats are on the bed there somewhere. 2 kittens. And I will probably head off to the lake for a walk. Or maybe the river. I don't know. The one thing I wanted to say was... let me just pause. Let me just not pause. Stop it. Because pause doesn't work. I don't want to miss, because it's very hard to hear it because the quality is crap, whatever I recorded that on. But I wanted to say, for what it's worth, and it's a thought I want to keep in mind today. As I'm listening, because I've just listened to the entire tape that was on my Clear Voice Sony recorder. And as you know, it's an hour-long tape, and this Sony thing here, I just basically record snippets. I don't record long stretches of dialogue. It's a lot of the times when I'm in bed, I record just a minute or two. You know, I give the date and I kind of say what's on my mind, and it's short. So it stretches from February all the way up to today, because I finished the tape today. It's this wonderful Scotch tape, yellow, with the kind of face on the front. And it goes all the way from the 1st of December 2024 to today, the 3rd of the 8th, 2025. And the thing I noticed going through it all, I listened to it all, was how it kind of starts with, a lot of the time, an event that needs to be rectified or needs to be solved, or it's a kind of a non-looking forward to something in the future, be it something like an exam, the French exam, or the internship I had to do, or some visit to a doctor, a scan.
Or this year, particularly, the numerous attempts to get my check from the Ange Boulangerie, which became a very sad epic. A very sad thing from February way on to far too long. April, I think it went on till. And as you listen to it, everything is rectified in the listening. Oh, I wish I could sort out this. I wish I could get my money from here. Oh, I fucking. And then 2 or 3 recordings later, well, I finally got that finished now. And then there's another, oh, I got this fucking thing from Le Bon Quad, doesn't work. Oh, I got it, blah, blah, blah. 2 recordings later, well, I got my money. That's fine. And then, oh, I'm not looking forward to this. I got to get an injection here, blah, blah, blah. And then it's done. And in some way, which is probably maybe not possible in real life to do, as you're listening to the tape, you just end up saying to the person, myself, you say, there's no need to worry about anything because it all just comes and happens and is done. Because I know I worried a lot about the Ange Boulangerie, I worried a lot about the stage. I spent a lot of time on those things. It's easy to forget because it's negative time and you don't want to remember negative time, but it was there, you know. But now none of that shit matters. They're kind of behind and they're really finished, and they would have been finished anyway without any sense of thought on the subject. I've got this thing about being conscientious about things and thinking, oh fuck, gotta think about it because then maybe I can form some plan or whatever, but you don't. There's the amount of needless energy wasted on the things. That's what I've learned from looking back, listening back to a year in the life of Eddie. It is, you know, one recording to the next is always kind of, sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Flo is, she's on her way to Avignon, like I say, and she stopped off at a place that looked like a McDonald's, but it's actually Indian takeaway, where you order like at a McDonald's on a screen. So she sent me a thing saying, I confirm Tuko love naan and chicken tikka masala. Oh. Let me pause for a second. I could go back to transmissions and recordings. I didn't really haven't started doing these since it was 2020. Before that, it's the written word really. Before 2020, because there was a big kind of a gap from when I stopped drinking. I don't think I did very much recording of anything actually. And before I stopped drinking, I was doing an awful lot of writing. But I could probably go back. Well, I can remember offhand 2005, 6, 7, and I would find the same situation of like, oh God, this guy, I sent this guy something and he didn't pay me straight away. I remember this from eBay, and I wrote a bad review, and then he said, you wrote a bad review and I sent you the stuff, and it worried me. And then the printer in Deloitte's didn't work one time as I was trying to print something, and I worried. Never worried about being drunk on the job, bizarrely. But worried about small things. But I'm just saying it's a pattern that goes back, probably all the way back. And when you listen to a tape that goes through 5 or 6 months in an hour, and a lot of the little obstacles have been solved throughout that time period, you just end up thinking to yourself, I wish I could say to the guy who makes the first entry in, let's say, January 2025, just say, don't worry about all the stuff that's gonna, because it's by the end of this tape, it's done. By the end of the tape, you've finished with Ange Boulangerie. Your car got fixed, it's fine. Your French course is finished and you got your A2. The stage is finished and it wasn't like perfect, but you did a good job on it. It was okay. You went to see Dr. Draco. You had your teeth checked. And so on and so forth. The example is to go, and you went to have your scan at the end of the month and it was fine. And you worried and worried and worried about getting a job. It just came to you and you ended up making lots of money online and it was fine. You know what I mean? This is the thing. There's nothing we can do about things a lot of the time. It's a mistake I have, and Flo can kind of emphasize it, but she doesn't have to, because I'm of the same mindset where I think if I don't have a job, let's say, I'm going to try and work on it, but I'm going to worry about it even more, which is pointless. I'm going to worry about the scan, which is pointless. You need to be in a situation where you know time is going forward, and whatever will be. Que sera, sera. Whatever happens, happens. And sometimes a job comes because you just find the right thing and it clicks and it works. It doesn't necessarily come because you spend 8 hours a day every day pulling your hair out trying to find something. Let me take another pause. I'm not sure I want to carry on this because I have a plan to go to the river and I wanted to bring this device with me and talk about some stuff, but let's just pause. I'm going to sign off now. I'll get back to this device later. I want to listen to some stuff on my Panasonic here. I've got so many tapes. I think it's going to be a day of reflection. I've always wanted to find some cure from my effort of recording stuff. I've always felt it was therapeutic, and that it could be therapeutic listening back as well, because it kind of, well, like I've explained, it lists out all these problems in a kind of elongated way over many months. But by the time the end of the tape comes around, a lot of the time has been spent kind of wasted on worrying about certain things. So I'm gonna stop here. Adios for now.
Number 6. Maybe we could censor number 6, huh? I need to say some things in number 6, which I don't want anyone to hear. Just leave it. Doesn't matter to me. But this is 8.9%. I believe that's what it said on the thing, on the tin. That's very strong. I'm at the river, and I was heading towards the spot that I normally go with Tuco. It's like the river, but it's shade. But it's not shade now at 18 minutes to 3 on this day, August the 3rd. So I've moved into the woods, really. It's not something I would have done before. I'm how many meters in here? Just in terms of stepping, I'm about 5 steps in. I mean, I can just about see the riverbed, but I'm in the shade. That's what I was looking for. So I'm in the shade. I'm not quite at the point where I normally go at Tuco. It's before that. If you're ever back here in the future, you probably see it, because it looks like it's been a popular area for animals to walk. So there's lots of kind of tracks in and out here. It's easy to get in and out, and it's very hot. So I appreciate the canopy above me of these little leaves. They are little leaves. Don't know what these trees are, but they give off little leaves. I didn't bring my Mobius camera, otherwise I could have done a little film with this. I do have my phone though, I didn't bring that. But can't be bothered. I can't be bothered doing that recording for whatever reason. I don't want to do it. I'm here more. I'm going to pause for a second. So I tried the Amber 8.6 says on the can. Underneath it's a 7.9% volume. And it just tastes like beer, and then probably a lot of crap. I don't think it's any different from anything else I drank. I am looking out at the lake. My one thought today was very simply, when I listened back to a tape over 6 months, it's very clear the idea of why do you worry about this and that? Because all the things come to pass one way or the other. You know, you pass the exam, you do this, the internship, you have the test done, whatever it is, you receive the €51 thing from Orange Boulangerie. Most of those things have nothing to do with you. In other words, it didn't matter how you spent the weeks that intervened the beginning and the end point. I have a sneaking suspicion you would have probably passed the A2 exam even if you hadn't turned up for a single lesson, bizarre as that seems. Maybe that's wrong, actually. When I think of the oral, God bless Grazia, she really had this kind of fucking, honed in. I had done the oral test about 3 times before I even met the examiner. But in terms of the other things, they come and they go, and there's this point in the future that has to be, you have to get to. But you get to it and it doesn't really matter. It's like, that's it. I know those words probably don't mean anything. Because if I've learned anything, the words to try and give way, to try and put across a feeling, don't work. Because I'm feeling a certain way now. That doesn't mean you're going to be listening to a certain way in a month or a year or 10 years. So this won't mean anything. I've had a few martinis, 4 or 5. And now I'm drinking this Amber Nectar, 7.9%, while sitting in the forest here. In beside the river. Flo's gone to Avignon and then on to see Isabel. I worry that you'll hear these things and know what's happened to me, but kind of knowing Flo and knowing where this stuff is stored on the This Life account, it's kind of a very vague one. I'm not sure how anyone could get in touch with that. I want to keep it a secret, obviously. But maybe I can vent about that. Because up to now I've been trying not to talk about it on the device itself. Kind of stupid. As if Flo's going to listen to this device or tune into my YouTube account. She has such zero interest in anything I do like that. She's just not the type of person to kind of wander through my room and go, I'm going to listen to his tapes. How interesting. She wouldn't do that. So I'm drinking on this day, August the 3rd, 2025. I'm aware of the longevity of things and the historical nature of this kind of archival footage. And funny, as I talk even, I'm aware that this is probably going on to the future, and maybe in 20 or 30 years time someone will listen to it and find it interesting. And so in that respect, I'm not worried about talking about alcohol issues and stuff, because I genuinely don't see how my wife could ever come across this. She doesn't have any interest in what I do. It's strange, isn't it? Yeah. Wife, mother, protector, inspirer, or whatever. You kind of, there's the baby part in you, the child, the 7-year-old, I suppose, that thinks she's going to find out. She's going to turn this device on at this moment, which you can't even do. And she's going to find out that this is happening and you're drinking in the middle of this place. And maybe that's why I'm not human. I was going to say I'm not human yet. I'm not developed yet, because I'm still trapped by that notion of some more powerful force. And it's not like a god, it's a very close, powerful force, a mother or a wife being there and gonna scold you, whip your ass, by God, because you're breaking the fucking rules, breaking the law by drinking this amber 8.6 in a red can. In the middle of nowhere. Beside the river. I wanted to be here because I think I wanted to feel what it was like to be in the middle of nowhere. And now I am. I'm not walking for once. Normally I'm walking. You can hear everything around, but I'm just sitting here. It's like being in a tent. I'm very well protected from the sun. It's like all these beautiful, they're like these little trees. There must be hundreds of them around me. Hundreds of little trees growing from the ground. You know, the little stalks. One or two are a little bigger, but most of them are quite small. But they've all got this wonderful green foliage, which is blocking the sun. God bless them. Wow, God bless the spot as well. It feels... I've been here a few minutes and I'm not sensing any flies or insects. Oh, I just see something hovering in front of me. One of those flies that hovers, but it's not a fly, it's something else. It's like a fly even. It's some kind of an insect. Could be some alien craft, I don't know, don't care. It's nice here though, I'm not bothered by anything. I'm in the open. Let's pause for a sec.
just to say, it's the same day. It's the 3rd of August, and I finished that drink, and I arrived at the river. I think I mentioned it was 2:45. I finished the drink, and I would imagine I got back here at 4. And I went to bed. I was just knackered. Then I woke up at about 5:30, and then I woke up at about 6:30. And eventually I got out of bed. It was nearly 9, and now it's 9:45. And I've literally watched the light just vanish. So it's nighttime now. It's dark outside. And the whole day has just disappeared. It's been really weird. It's just been... I got up, walked Tuco and then Flo left, played chess for a bit, went shopping, got some martini, had a few drinks, went to the river, had a beer, and poof, came back, and poof. And that was the end of the day. I have never known a day to go this fast before. It was just... I hope I'll sleep tonight, but man, that was weird. Just, it felt like it was this morning 5 minutes ago. And now it's nearly 10 o'clock. It's like, I don't know where the day went. I just thought I'd add that little bit extra. Maybe that 7.9 beer was... maybe it did its job, but fuck, maybe I just needed some sleep. I don't know. I must have went to bed at, like I say, 4 o'clock, and I slept straight through till 9 with 1 or 2 moments of waking up and feeling pretty awful and then going back to sleep. Crazy. Anyway, now I'm here, and then Luna's asleep beside me. The 2 cats are playing. They messed up the flower bed. I've closed my bedroom door. I'm gonna have to sweep up the mess they made in the... Because all this time I was asleep, my door was open, and I could occasionally I could hear the 2 little cats running around, sometimes running on top of me. I also haven't eaten a thing today. I had 1 cup of coffee, literally. Maybe that's something to do as well with why I kind of passed out. I had 1 cup of coffee, and now I'm not cooking or anything. I'm going to have a bit of toast, I think. Anyway, there you go. Just to say that. Adios.